Guide: How to play World of Tanks without gold. Until an average player in World of Tanks sits in the first tier 8 tank, they had to play through 7 tiers and follow an increasing learning curve. Not so players who drive their team members frequently crazy. Whole hospitals had to be built to heal players who had to watch gold noobs after they were dead, who didn't manage to point their gun at the enemy. Look at this shit. A ton of premium tanks. Every single one worth a full price game. You haven't to waste your money when you obey the 10 following tips. Number 1. World of Tanks is a pay to progress game. So you can play the game without gold, but you will run out of in-game silver credits at some point. You lose credits by playing tier 9 and 10 tanks. So don't buy them. It's cruel to tell you, but you are limited to the remaining 281 tanks. 2. Don't shoot gold at all. Save the credits to be able to buy tier 7 and 8 tanks later on. I hate to tell you that you have to play the game as it was actually designed. Aim for weak points, hatches and gun ports, the lower plate of German tanks, the side above the tracks of American tanks, between the tracks when you face Soviet tanks, and don't forget to bring along your hole puncher for French tanks. To remember the weak points, it might be useful to play the tanks tier by tier. All in all, you will not have super high win rates, whoever you wanted to impress with this shit. 3. Improve your win rate again by optimizing your settings. To have overview, play your tanks from as far behind as possible. Change graphic settings to 120 degree sight field. Activate showing map before game starts. Activate view circles tank names and last known position at your minimap. Change settings how you see the health bar of your enemies to health points instead of percent. 4. Consumables. Equip your tanks with little fire extinguishers, small medkits and small repair kits, and sell the big ones. Exchange them like the German Reich did exchange Madagascar for Helgoland with England. Britain hadn't much of the deal, so revanchiously they tried to blow Helgoland up after the Second World War, like a real gentleman, but failed miserably. 5. Buy to camouflage nets, binocular telescopes, and toolboxes. They can be equipped and unequipped without gold. Install Quick Hidobez mod pack to let them equip to your tanks automatically. 6. Crew. Use the same crew for the whole line of one tank type of one nation. For instance, the Swedish tank destroyers. When you take the crew from one tank to another, your crew will be at 80%, with small credit investment at 90%, and with open skill points up to 100%. When you are low on credits, you can retrain your crew for free by replacing the gunner temporarily. But don't let him go into the pub in this time. He isn't striking anything afterwards. The skill Sixth Sense is a giant perk, so it might make sense to play the tier 4 or 5 so long till you get it. Snapshot on your gunner is always a good choice for more accuracy. Clutch braking on your driver for more mobility, and situational awareness on your radio operator for more V range. 7. Buy consumables and tanks on discount. Additional garage space can be awarded relatively often by fulfilling missions. 8. Have a look into your armory. Did you never mind to tidy up here? Oh my god, it's a fucking scrapyard. Sell double motors, tracks and turrets and triple guns. Don't forget to look into the point. Other vehicles. Sell worse tracks directly in the garage. They get always rebuyed by buying a tank. Rebuying the tank will not be more expensive by selling the base tracks. 9. The personal reserves that affects crew skill and free experience are more effective when used, while triple or 5 times experience events. Tank experience and credit reserves on the other hand are dependent of the base experience. 10. To save yours and others' nerves, drive tanks only one time a day. Don't care about daily double too much. Beside money, you may also invest too much time into the game otherwise.